The 11 Wild Swans. Long, long ago, there lived a king with his 11 sons and one daughter named Panya. The wife of the king died of sickness, so he got remarried. The new queen was jealous of the king's children, so she sent the princess away to live with peasants. The queen turned all the princes into swans by dint of her spell. One day, while walking through a forest, Panya met a fairy who told her that her brothers were made swans and were living near the shore of a sea. Panya soon reached the seashore and saw the 11 swans flying towards her. At night, they turned into the humans, but during the daytime, they again became swans. They carried Panya in a cave where they lived. One night, the same fairy came in Panya's dream and told her to weave 11 coats with nettles from a graveyard. She also advised Panya to put the coats so woven on her brothers. It was sure to break the spell. Panya gathered nettles from the graveyard and began knitting the coats. One day, a young and handsome prince saw her and took her to his castle. The prince allowed her to work on the coats. The prince realized that he was in love with Panya. All ministers were jealous of her. One of the ministers came to learn that Panya had gone out to collect nettles at night from the graveyard. So, he forced her to collect more nettles. One night, when she went to the graveyard to bring nettles, the minister saw her for himself in the graveyard and reported it to the prince. She was taken to the prince. The prince told her to leave the kingdom by the next day. On her last night, she completed 10 coats, but could not knit the sleeve of the 11th coat. When she was being carried away in a cart, her swan brothers arrived. The cart carrying Panya was on its way. All the persons standing there gave a spiteful send-off to her. When the swans came near to Panya, she threw a coat on each of them. All the swans turned into the humans, but the youngest brother, who wore the coat with one sleeve, retained one swan's wing. All of a sudden, Panya fell onto the ground and lost her consciousness. When she regained her consciousness, she told the prince the whole story. The prince proposed to her. She accepted the proposal of marriage. Panya and the prince got married. They lived happily ever since.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.